Hi, friends. So the question was asked, why is exercising so difficult? Hmm, that's kind of a vague question, but let me give you a possible answer that I have. Exercise is a fruitless endeavor. Okay, what do you get at the end of exercise? Vanity? Um, a physique? What's the other thing you could possibly get? Oh, to assuage the guilt from making improper food choices. See, we are genetically ancient beings, and we are trying to function with a modern look at how the body works. And when you understand how the body works, and you understand that we're ancient creatures, you're going to notice that there were no pictures of salads in caves. There was always a human being walking or running down and or stabbing its prey to death, okay? Because that's what exercise actually was for. The exercise, if you will, was actually the hunt, okay? And when we hunted and when we tracked and when we walked our prey to death, quite literally, or simply ganged up on it, outran it in our tribes, then we would eat and then we would sleep it off, much like a lion would. But what we've done today is we don't have a goal for our exercise. It's fruitless in a lot of cases. Again, we exercise to feel better, we exercise to look better, and again, we exercise to get rid of the guilt from having eaten something that human beings have never eaten, not 1,000 years ago. Donuts did not exist, friends. Okay. Could you argue maybe 1,000 years ago that they made focaccia and smeared it with honey? Would that be considered a donut? Okay, let's go back farther, 10,000 years ago. All right, and our genes are way the hell a lot older than that. We're not grain eaters, friends. We are meat eaters, and I'm about to eat that cat if it doesn't stop meowing. Whatever. Anyway, he's just sad because somebody gonna eat him. Anyway, so here we go. So exercise is hard because there's no trophy at the end. All right. Me personally, and this is also kind of gives us the idea that you should exercise in a fasted state because that's what humans always have done. So I will wake up in the morning and I will walk to the butcher shop, buy my meat, walk back in the sun, and it's a pretty brisk walk, and I'll probably walk 15-20 minutes to do that. Stand in line, stand up while I'm cooking. Okay, so I get plenty of exercise for my brain. Now, do I go above and beyond and do a few push-ups, and now I'm doing some squats and some deadlift, but with no weight. I'm just going through several repetitions just to keep my major muscle groups on track. My bench press is being taken care of by my push-ups, which also exercises my core in a type of plank. And the only thing I'm not doing is the overhead press, which I probably should wind up doing a little bit. And that'll go ahead and take care of, again, shoulders, biceps, triceps, quads, glutes, calf muscles, etc. To work them, but I use that exercise kind of as and it's only twice a week, as a precursor to my hunt. So I'm motivated because I know that I'm going to get to eat a delicious steak after I exercise, or some delicious eggs. I had to climb up a tree to take some eggs out of a nest in order to feed. The bird itself is much too lean, but those eggs, yum. Or running down that bowl, or having a tribe, bunch of friends of mine with a bunch of spears. Can you consider the hunt isn't that long? Matter of fact, it's almost like high intensity interval training. I imagine once you get to that animal that you want to take down, you're going to rush it. You're going to put in 5-10 minutes max of all in all out. Somebody's going to wrench it down. The other guy's just going to start poking and sticking it until it stopped kicking. If you look at our rodeo cowboys, now we used horses for that. But in the older days, especially the First Nations of the United States, the indigenous tribes, um, uh, before they had horses, I don't know what they used. They probably just walked their prey to death. I know they followed the herds, and the tribe would pick out one that they wanted, and they would just go after it. So why is exercise so hard for people? Again, there's no glory to it. There's no gain to it. It hurts while you're doing it. Maybe you feel the afterburn. You might feel some endorphins. Serotonin levels might come up. You might feel pretty good. But if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, eventually that emotion is going to give way to, why the hell am I doing this? And your body loves to find a set point. So you're going to be building, and you have this perfect body that you love, and your body's going to set point it. It's going to turn it into the norm. And now you have to continue to strive forth to keep that cut muscle, to keep that whatever it is you're trying to do. And again, vanity, physique, making poor food choices. These are new time problems. We did not have time in the past to worry about how we looked and whether I was a bodybuilder or something. We were just happy to have a chunk of food that day. So that would be my hypothesis. That would be my answer to this question. If you re-geared your exercise in a manner of how are you going to reward yourself, and I'm not talking about poor, yucky, nasty, only 2-hour duration food choices. I'm talking about a big, thick ribeye, or like I just bought some really fatty beef ribs today. Although I did kind of do my exercise yesterday, I don't think I spent 10 minutes. I mean, I did a couple of sets of push-ups, some squats, like I said, some deadlift motions, and then I walked, and I'm feeling a little kind of like, yeah, I have some, I know I used my muscles, and I'll do that again Thursday, and I get back into it, and then sometimes I don't get back into it. When my body feels like I need exercise, I do it. When it doesn't, I don't. So anyway, that's kind of my spiel on that today. So maybe reconsider why you're exercising, for what purpose. And again, do the means justify the ends? Exercise was simply a means to the end of putting food in our mouth. It wasn't because we were trying to impress ourselves or anyone else. And if that's not your shtick, that's fine. I mean, God, right? To each his own. Right, so be well. We'll talk soon. Have a good one. Bye.